Battiste did not mince his words when given the opportunity to speak to the Procedure and House Affairs Committee.
The overwhelming question that I get asked is, how could they do this? In an era of UNDRIP, in the era of reconciliation, how can a commission, without any consultation or any hearing from that Indigenous community, remove the only Mi'kmaq-speaking member of Parliament, the only Mi'kmaq member of Parliament ever in the history of Canada to be elected, take away his home community?
And Battiste isn't the only Nova Scotia MP who is against the proposed changes. Fellow Liberal MP Sean Fraser says the Commission also failed to properly consult minority groups in his constituency.
On the procedural side, I was really disappointed, frankly, although I don't think it was a mistake made on purpose, that certain communities, including the Pictou Landing First Nation community and important historic African Nova Scotian communities, that were not given an opportunity to give input.
And another Liberal MP, Lena Diab, says the diversity of her riding would be negatively affected by the changes.
Halifax West is the most diverse ethnically, linguistically riding of the province and has been for decades. They're decimating that. But a Nova Scotia MP of another political stripe takes a different point of view. Conservative MP Rick Perkins says Nova Scotians had plenty of time to voice their concerns during a public hearing process.
All residents in Nova Scotia had ample time to share their views with the Boundary Commission during the consultation process in the spring, which ran for several months. The Commission vigorously advertised their locations, times and dates of the 9 in-person public hearings and 1 virtual meeting.
But when it comes to Indigenous communities, Battiste says that type of consultation just isn't enough.
Posting a public notice does not count towards Indigenous consultation. If you make a decision that adversely impacts their rights, their ability to speak the Mi'kmaq language to their Mi'kmaq MP in a comfortable way in their own community, is something that they have a right to be heard if it adversely impacts them.
The committee will now issue a report back to the Nova Scotia Electoral Boundaries Commission for its consideration. Fraser Needham, APTN National News, Ottawa.